Hi, hello, welcome or welcome back to my channel. This is Atomos Tarot, and today's question is, does your crush notice you? So I have I have 4 piles to choose from. Usually I only have 3 piles to choose from, but today I have 4 piles to choose from. I have pile 1 with Lubanko Tarot and Green Adventuring. I have pile 2 with Ocean Jasper and Tarot of the Divine. Okay, and then pile 3 with Star Spinner Tarot and Blue Agate. And then I have pile 4 with Clear Quartz and the Affirmators Tarot. So you can pick whichever pile resonates most with you. That could be the crystal/stone or the cards or numbers or whatever resonates with you the most. And then you can go down to the description down below and pick the timestamp of the pile you resonate most with. And then get your, see if your crush notices you. Okay, so I'll give you a minute to decide whichever pile you want, and then we'll start the readings. Hi there, pile 1. So you picked Lubanko Tarot and Green Adventuring. So before I get into the tarot cards, I do want to get a vibe check of your person to see if you have the right pile. So I'll do so with some oracle cards, and then we'll go from there. All right. Pile 1. What is pile 1's crush like? What is pile 1's crush like? What is pile 1's crush like? Pile 1's crush. Okay, what is pile 1's crush like? Okay, so I have figure 37, hibiscus, delicate beauty, sincerity, joy, love, celebration, gentle, kind, soft. And then I have figure 8, lotus, purity, enlightenment, self, regeneration, rebirth, resistance, revolution. Oh, so your person already seems like quite an independent person, or at least one that is willing to be in their own lane. They seem quite self-assured. I think a lot of people quite like them. They seem like, I want to say popular without like being popular, if that makes sense. I think they're very well liked, but they don't, it feels like they don't really care about the fame, I want to say. And they do care about like community, and they care about their friends quite deeply, but yeah, they could be a little spiritual or a little more in tuned with things like that. They could be just like very beautiful in general, like physically beautiful. But before I get into more, I want to draw some more cards. They could be quite charming, and they seem quite I want to say young, youthful. And I don't know if it's because y'all are also youthful and like your same age group or whatever, but not quite cynical, not quite, they seem quite optimistic and hopeful still. Not quite golden retriever energy, but near that feeling. Okay, what is pile? Okay, so I have Beaver in reverse. Beaver and Birch in reverse, and that's home. Yeah, I feel like they want to adventure. They want to start expanding outward. They want to start, living their life. I feel like y'all are pretty young. It feels like, honestly, I want to say like high school or university, some sort of schooling is happening here. And there's this need to like wanting to branch out, wanting to break free, wanting to be more independent. And I feel like your person is already quite independent for their age group, or maybe they want to be more independent as well. I think they want to experience a lot of life. maybe they feel a little bit of sense of trapped because this kind of does look like jail cell bars, but they're starting to like break free from it. But again, it's not that I think they do value like community and home, but they're ready for more adventure, green adventuring. But yeah, and then a couple more cards to describe your person. Ooh. They feel quite smooth, if that makes sense. Maybe charming or a smooth talker. I feel like they often get comments like, oh, you just need to be more motivated and then you can, okay, I guess I'll take this card, and then you will be more successful, something like that. Like, I feel like teachers get frustrated by the fact that the student could be better or could go further in life if they had more motivation or if they weren't so, I don't know, like lazy, but they don't feel lazy. I feel like they only put in effort for things that they genuinely care about. So if it's something like, I don't know if this person likes math or not, but if they don't like math, they're not going to really put effort into that. They're going to be fine at it. They're going to be good or whatever, get a B or A or whatever. It's going to be fine for them. But at the end of the day, they don't really care about doing that well. But maybe they like something like, I don't know, carpentry or something, and they're going to put a lot of time and energy and effort into that. So they only put energy and effort and time into things that they like. So if they are like talking to you, putting time and energy into you, like, I would say that's a pretty good sign. Oh, look at that, 6 of Cups. Yeah. Again, this could just mean that they're a little childish or maybe naive or things like that. But I do also think like this usually indicates some sort of like soulmate bond or some sort of past nostalgia, things like that. So maybe your person also, like, they could be older than just like high school or university level, but wanting to reconnect with their youthfulness or things like that. Or maybe they've become too independent and now they're trying to get like back to home. So, you know, take whichever one resonates. Okay. Too much. Let me get one more card for your person. Oh, that one's flew out. And then I have the 8 of Wands. Yeah, I feel like, again, they can be a go-getter when they want to be. But I think they have a lot of like self-love and joy and serenity in their own life. Again, I think they're quite physically beautiful. And also, I don't know, whenever this specific card comes out, I always think frat boy, but I don't think your person's really giving me frat boy energy, but maybe that more aloofness or that nonchalant attitude towards a lot of people. But again, they still feel quite liked and they don't feel like a jerk or anything like that. Maybe you were childhood friends with this person and that's why this card is coming up here, or you have some sort of past history with this person. It seems like your person right now is really in their me era, if that makes sense. They are basically hustling and like going for what they want. They're becoming self-sufficient. They're starting to grow. Like, I have all these different stages of a lotus flower here. And then there's like some that are bloomed, and I think they're at that point in their life where they're starting to like let things die off or starting to let things grow and starting to like really, yeah, enlightenment, like really figure out themselves, rebirth. Yeah, but I think they're quite kind. And I think with you, they're quite soft as well. I think they have this almost like, because here it says delicate beauty, and I think they do have this like delicate beauty, something like when you first see them, you might not think like, oh, that's an Adonis or anything, but like there's just something, maybe, I don't want to say feminine, but like ethereal, maybe something like otherworldly about their beauty, that maybe a lot of people might not see as beautiful, but I think they are quite beautiful. I think they're not really much of a talker, if that makes sense, but it's not in the sense where they don't feel the need to completely like overshadow conversations or tell people how their life is going to be or whatever. Like, they're just content like living their own life and like wanting their own path, and like they know what they want, and they feel quite secure. Like, they don't need to like always be talking in a conversation. They don't always need to be like whatever. I think they can get their point across maybe with like a sentence or two and they're like good. But again, they feel quite well liked, and that maybe because they're a good listener, or they're the type of person that will celebrate all your wins with you, kind of thing. It will never detract from it. They will never make you feel bad for any of your accomplishments or anything. Ooh, I burped. I think these on the birch tree, it kind of looks like a bunch of eyes. So maybe your person is quite looked after, again, because they could be quite liked, or a lot of people like admire them or have feelings for them, or they have a high status in like the community versus like, meaning like maybe they're like a sports team captain or some sort of like leader or something like that in their field or whatever. This does feel more like someone who's young and learning to branch out to be independent and be their own person, and learning to grow from that. And not to say that this person doesn't have life experiences prior to that, but it feels like they're still quite young and optimistic about the way that they view life. This could, however, be someone who is older, and like trying to reconnect with their youth and past, and still have that fiery, passionate, youthful energy with them. But they're quite kind and quite soft. And again, you could be some sort of like childhood friend with this person or something like that. And again, hardworking for things that they want and genuinely enjoy, but maybe not so much for things that they don't. So if that sounds like your person, you have the right pile. And I'm going to set these to the sides and then get to your tarot cards now. So let's put this on the side. Oh, I think I could fit that all in frame. All right. Let's get some of your tarot cards in here. Ooh, wow. Okay. That was quite explosive. All right. Does pile one's crush notice them? Does pile one's crush notice them? Does pile one's crush notice them? Pile one's crush notice them. Okay. All right. So I have Ace of Cups in reverse, Four of Swords in reverse, and 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Nine of Wands. Oh, upright. Okay. Okay. I see. Okay. I'm already getting a vibe. Four of Pentacles and King of Wands. Okay. Ace of Swords. All right. So I'm feeling like a couple different scenarios here. The first one is that, well, first of all, yes, your person does notice you, and I think they know that they know that you like them, in both scenarios. However, in this first one, the first scenario could be that they do know this, but they still value as a friend and as a person in their life, and they don't want to like break your heart, and so that's why they're not coming forward to say anything. The other scenario is they also share same feelings with you, but they're scared of ruining the friendship with you. And like this sword, for example, like it looks like this is like cracking and opening and like whatever. And so like they're scared of ruining something that is already good. I am getting more of the vibe of the first one, where this person still values you, likes you a lot, and wouldn't mind like doing a relationship with you, but I don't think that's their main goal right now in life. And like with this 10 of Pentacles in reverse, it makes me feel like they potentially could have seen you growing together and like creating a future together, but they're like, you know, going after what they want right now. They're like battling their own stuff right now and their things like that. And with this Four of Pentacles upright is usually indicating some fear of losing things that you have, losing things that, like, kind of being a hoarder, kind of wanting to really hold on tightly to the stuff that you have in life and stuffy things. And then with it in reverse makes me feel like your person is like ready to let go. So again, either this person does share the same feelings with you and they're scared of ruining the friendship, or the first scenario where they understand your feelings for you, but they can't give you what you want in return. Either way, they're still afraid of hurting you or something going wrong here. And with this Nine of Wands here, it makes me think a little bit of anxiety or burnout and things like that. Ace of Cups, usually in love readings, especially upright, is a very good sign because it means they have a lot of emotions and love for you and wanting to spill that out forward. But with it in reverse, again, it makes me feel like they're holding back somehow or not telling you how they're feeling or something like this. It is also interesting to me that underneath my Ace of Swords, I have my King of Cups in reverse, but then I have my King of Wands upright. And so, like, if you were to approach this person with the intention of a fun night or whatever, they will say yes. But if it's for something deeper or more of a relationship, I don't know that this person is quite ready for it. Again, I think your person values you as a friend and likes your company, but I think you've also felt like this person has been, I guess, like holding back with you or not. Like, it honestly feels like this person knows. This person knows that you like them. I don't think you're super subtle about the way that you have been going about it. And maybe part of you is just like, I want this person to start reaching out to me and wanting to, like, you know, initiate things or, you know, coming forward or telling me like how they feel. I think when or if you ever do decide to confess to this person, like, hey, I have feelings for you or I like you or anything like that, or I have a crush on you, it'll almost be like a dam breaking, like that beaver, a dam breaking. Yeah. I also like tall tree structures, tall straight trees. Makes me feel like y'all have a good solid foundation with each other already. Like, you are good friends with this person, it feels like. And there's a lot of green here, and green in the chakra colors is the heart chakra. And the heart chakra, essentially what it sounds like, it's emotions, love, care for other people, relationships. And I think your person really, really values you, really, really cares about you. I don't want you to think that they don't. I think they're really scared of hurting you or really scared of, ruining this friendship. It could be like they could either, I don't know, see themselves as like this tiger not wanting to be caught by this King of Wands, or this King of Wands trapping you into something that you don't want, maybe. When I was looking at this card, my head's underwater, but I'm doing fine. So maybe there's a lot going on in their life where they can't give you exactly what you want, but I think they really like you. Four of Swords is this restful, this almost like a forced restful period for them. For you, it could also be that, and with it in reverse, maybe makes me feel like they are ready, but they feel like they aren't. I do want to get a little bit more information. Does pile... Oh. Does pile one's person notice them? Does pile one's person like the back? Okay. Seven of Wands. Interesting. Huh. I think that was in reverse. Okay. I burped again. So whenever I burp in readings, that makes me feel like release of toxicity. And I think you and your person have quite a healthy relationship. I don't think you were bad at communicating with your person. I don't think your person's bad at communicating with you. I think that And that's why, like, I think they really, like, yeah, see, Two of Pentacles, like, you really balance each other out. Nine of Cups, yes. Okay, that's a wish fulfillment card right there. Okay. So, yeah, it could be this fear of, like, ruining something good already that you already have. Like, maybe this person's like, you're too good to be true, almost. Like, Ten of Wands, in reverse, upright is like, you know, hard work, burden, things like that. But then within a reverse, even with this Four of Swords in reverse, it makes me feel like maybe your person is overthinking something, or maybe you're overthinking this, and like maybe it is just time to like break that dam, or just like go for it, you know, like just tell the truth, because that Ace of Swords is saying a truth. Maybe your person is starting to get ready to like say something, how they feel about you, or things like that. They're like willing to like put in the hard work and like things like that. Again, I feel like this to me indicates some sort of overthinking, or some sort of like over conflating the problem in your head, like making what is it? What's the saying? Making mountains out of molehills. Not to invalidate either you or your person or anything like that, but I think you are both getting in your heads a little bit about this. Maybe this fear is also coming from you, where you're like, I really like this person and I really want this person to stay in my life, and they're such a good friend to me, and this person has been XYZ to me, and has been so good to me. Like I'm falling in love with this person, but I don't want to ruin what we already have. But to me, if you were genuinely friends, which I think you are, even if one of you were to confess, I don't think either one of you would be doing something like be disgusted with the other person and never want to like talk to them again. You might need some space apart from each other to like, you know, process, but it honestly feels like you will still be friends with this person, because that's what a friend is, right? Even if it might be a little awkward for a little bit, like I don't think it would ruin anything. I think either you or your person need to like come clean and like say how you feel. I think you have talked with your person about like adventures you want to go on, maybe like road trips or vacation ideas or things like that, and you have very similar goals in mind about like travel or places you want to go or life. I feel like your person is, I don't know, I'm getting like Sagittarius vibes. So fire signs, fire sign. So that's Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo. Also fire sign. Yeah, lots of fire. I have a good amount of pentacles as well, and a couple swords, but you know. Yeah, and then two of pentacles, like you balance each other out. Like this figure eight is like a yin and yang energy, right? With this like white and black snake intertwining with each other. I think you both compliment each other a lot. Maybe your friends make comments where it's just like, oh, they'll end up together eventually or something like that. Like, I really see this person staying in your life quite long term, but maybe not in the way that you hope or want, or I'm not sure. Because if neither one of you are going to come forward about it, then yeah. But with this Ace of Swords, it makes me feel like maybe, yeah, your person is ready to like come forward and like say things and, you know, do something about this. Communicate how they feel. Either their fear of breaking your heart, or either this fear of ruining what you have. I will get some other confirmation. Okay, what? Any last clarifying messages for pile one, about pile one's person, their feelings? Do they notice? Formation. Yeah. Again, that makes me feel like they are starting to, you know, form their lives and, you know, figure out what's good for them, or things like that. What else? I think I want to get some love messages, actually. Like, I wasn't gonna do the love messages for this reading, but I kind of want to. Okay. These cards do stick together, so like if a giant pile comes out, I usually will just take the first one that pops up, but yeah. Okay. we'll end the reading with some messages your person might want to tell you. And then maybe get some initials and things like that. Okay. What would pile 1's crush like to say to pile 1? Okay. Giant pile. Thank you for the lesson. Okay. Yeah, maybe your person is scared of maybe getting heartbroken by you. Or again, they might be, you know, what's it called? I lost my train of thought. If it's important, I'll come back. I'm so attracted to you. Also with that King of Wands, again, for a spicy time, sure, why not? But like, a relationship, I don't know yet. I have a crush on you. Oh my God. So maybe, yeah, your person is just scared of ruining a friendship or ruining something good that y'all have. Oh my gosh. And then the Ace of Swords is saying like, okay, they're ready to like come forward and tell you how they feel. No matter what you choose, I understand. Oh, so maybe they're scared of you breaking their heart. And no. So you could have been thinking of a question and the answer to that is no. Or I feel like this is them overcomplicating something. Or maybe you overcomplicating something. There's this level of like overthinking here or overcomplicating or something. But again, like how much green there is showing here. That's a lot of heart chakra. Okay, let's get one more card. One more card, please. Okay. Oh. Please let me go. So yeah, again, that there's like that two scenarios, whether they still want to like learn their freedoms, live their life, and like want that freedom and things like that, and still value either scenario. They still value you, but then one of them is maybe they just want like a friends with benefit kind of thing with you, but they would understand if you don't want that same thing. But I feel like they're going to come forward pretty quickly with some new communication. But yeah. I could pull some. I haven't ever pulled any of these letters, but I could do that. And you can take whichever ones resonate the most with you. And this is only meant for extra confirmation if you need it. That we're talking about the right person here, things like that. Okay. So I have K, I have R, H, C, Q, double Q. So that could be, I don't know, Chris, Crush, Chris, Q, I don't know, Queen, double Qs. Could look like little eyeballs as well. H. Yeah, so yeah. I think that's all I have for you, pile 1. If that reading resonated, please leave a like and subscribe, and so you get notified for when I post a new video. But if that's and I also love to hear your situations, scenarios, comment down below. I love reading those. But if that's everything, thank you so much, pile 1. I hope I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Hi there, pile 2. So you picked the Tarot Divine and Ocean Jasper. And so again, the question is, does your crush notice you? So before I get into your tarot cards, I do want to get a vibe check of your person to see if you have the right pile or not. So I'll do so with some oracle cards, and then we'll go from there. Okay. So pile 2's crush. What is pile 2's crush like? Pile 2's crush like. What is pile 2's crush like? Okay, what is pile 2's crush Okay, so I have Figure 30, Snapdragon, Deception, Graciousness, Strength, and okay. And then I have Begonia, Beware, and Gratitude. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Your person feels quite has quite a bit of defenses and walls. It's kind of hard to get a read on your person at this point, and I think they are kind of emotionally closed off, and I understand why you're here at this reading, because you're like, I don't know what my person is feeling at all. You might have an inkling, but it honestly feels like you're just like, I don't know. Some days they're like super flirty and into it, and some days I'm just like, do they not feel anything? Especially with like Beware and Gratitude in the same thing. Let me get more cards, because I'm not getting a lot, honestly, from those two cards quite yet. And usually I have a lot more messages to give at this point. But yeah, so your person feels quite, I don't want to say stonewally, but they do isolate. Maybe like a avoidant attachment style kind of thing. With Ocean Jasper as the stone here, they could like go into the beach or going out, maybe surfing, or yeah, going to the beach or something. What is Pile 2's crush like? Pile 2's crush. Okay, so this one. Mouse and Buttercup, Innocence. Oh, they could just be shy. I don't think they have a lot of experience actually with dealing with romantic situations or things. And you might be surprised about that, because they feel so, I don't know, that maybe there's like they're quite physically attractive. And so you're like, oh, they must have a lot of, you know, suitors or people vying for their attention or things. But I think they can be quite skittish. Innocence and like Zero obviously makes me think of the Fool and starting a new journey, starting something new, and like something like that. They could be quite, skittish, in the sense where they're very avoidant about situations and things like that. And so like if you try to prod and poke about their emotions or whatever, they kind of like shut down. And this could be from like past relationship trauma or things like that, or things that they have been, you know, deceived in the past or something like that. But honestly, like deception, whenever this comes up, it also makes me think of the Seven of Swords card. And the Seven of Swords card could also indicate something like wearing a mask. Maybe your person masks a lot, so they could be neurodivergent or something like this. Or they just, like maybe they could be some sort of like neurodivergent where they don't emote maybe in the socially conventional ways, or they have learned to mask, or they have learned to they feel not, they're like kind of avoidant. I don't know if it's like because of this, like, and again, only take that if it resonates, of this neurodivergence, or if it's because of this just like this genuine innocence, or is this them blocking the world from them because they are scared or have been hurt in the past. It could be all three, honestly, of those things. But they feel quite, I don't know, sometimes whenever buttercups come up, it reminds me of someone who is quite haughty or pretentious. But I'm not getting necessarily that a person is haughty or pretentious, but I feel like they are quite closed off, or maybe like comes across as self-righteous sometimes, or they're not quite aware about how they are perceived by the world, kind of thing. Maybe they just are quite blunt or say how it is. And again, I'm getting a little bit of that like neurodivergent or like autistic vibe. But like these three cards are kind of remind me of, I don't know if you've read this book, but I think it was called it's from the Chloe sisters, the Get a Life, Chloe Brown, the Brown sisters. And it's the last sister's book, the youngest sister, something like Grow Up Eve, brown, and the main male character there is what kind of reminds me of this character. However, this character seems a lot more kind than that one, if that makes sense. I think they are easily spooked. But I think sometimes it's kind of hard to read your person. They feel quite kind, though, honestly. I don't think that this begonia or the snapdragon is really referring to like someone who's going to be mean or deceitful or rude to you. I think that they just are avoidant, honestly. They could be quite, innocent or childlike or things like that. Because I don't know about you, but when I was a kid, we used to play with like little buttercups. And we would be like, oh, if your chin turns yellow from whatever, if you put this flower under your chin and it turns yellow, it means you like love butter or whatever, and random stuff like that. And so things like that. Pile two's crush. What are they like? I have the King of Pentacles in reverse. Maybe they lack some self-confidence. Or again, there's this like stubborn, avoidant energy here. And I have the Hermit. Yeah, closed off, introspective, someone who is, okay, kind of a loner, maybe likes being alone, quite stoic, quite avoidant. Like that's the main word that keeps coming up in my mind. Avoidant attachment style. And wearing some sort of mask or hiding stronger truths or feelings or things like that. I think your person is quite powerful in their own right. Like I have a King of Pentacles, one of the court cards, and I have a major arcana here. This is Virgo, also Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. And they do very much give off earth energy vibes. This person is, like, I think maybe they see themselves as a small mouse or like kind of insignificant. But I think they are quite powerful people, but they don't, I don't know. Maybe they like alone time. They like a lot of alone time. And there's very few people that they let into their inner circle. I don't think a lot of people know how this person is actually on the inside. And I think part of you have started to see that. But they seem quite, maybe scared. Scared is maybe the word. They could just not have a lot of experiences in the romance department or dealing with other, or socializing. Maybe socializing is not one of their strong suits. They could be socially anxious. But I think your person overall, like I'm getting a vibe that this person is quite kind. They're just a little more closed off or shy or not super outgoing or anything like that. They're definitely more introverted. But I don't know if there's this like lack of confidence or maybe like they just genuinely do not care about what other people think. But then again, with this Snapdragon, it makes me feel like they are wearing a mask, so they do care what people think. But yeah. And then obviously when you think of a mouse, and this mouse looks kind of rat-like. So it makes me think of like subways in New York and that scurrying and that hiding and that, fearing people thing. But also rats in New York also don't kind of fear people at all. Take it how it resonates. I think, if that sounds like your person, you have the right pile. And I'll get into your tarot cards to see if they notice you at all. So we'll put these to the side and get some of your tarot cards here. Okay. Maybe you do have history with the person, or if you do, it could be that you're frustrated with the avoidantness of your person, or it always feels like you couldn't ever get this person to talk about their feelings with you. Maybe they're just raised in a way where they couldn't talk about their feelings, or they felt like they can't still. All right. Does pile two's person notice them? Oh, Queen of Coin. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh my god. Absolutely. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. Yeah, this person is quite insecure. This is too sweet. Okay. Oh my gosh. Temperance. Mm-hmm. Oh my god. That's too cute. Okay, so honestly, maybe, okay, this feels like to me that you have been trying really, really hard to get this person's walls to come down, and you're constantly friendly to them, you're constantly talking to them, and with this temperance in reverse, it makes me feel like this person is just like, when are they going to give up? Like, when are they going to stop? Like, they're flustered about it, honestly. Okay, I'll get these two cards together. Yeah, Four of Swords and Judgment. Oh, okay, yeah. Six of Swords, okay. Yes, they notice you, and I think they have a crush on you too. That being said, I think they are scared they're not good enough for you. They think really, really highly of you, and they want to be your other half. They want to give you everything you want, but I feel like they are not enough for you, or they can't give you what you deserve, or what you want, or what you need. But it feels like they're so willing to put in that hard work, and they know that you're hardworking, and they want to hard for you. Two of Cups. Obviously, that's like, look at this card. Like, that's so romantic. But your person honestly genuinely really likes you, has a lot of feelings for you, is honestly, like, I would not be surprised if they're like kind of in love with you. I think honestly with that first card that popped up, they kind of see you as a Queen of Coin, especially if they with this King of Pentacles in reverse. I think that the universe knows this person could basically be your match. But this person needs to work on their self-confidence here. They're quite hardworking, and they're willing to put in that hard work, but maybe in their life they're being forced to take a kind of break or thing, because with this story of Fenris the wolf here, it's basically like this wolf got trapped because the world feared how powerful this wolf was. And so maybe there's something like that. Maybe in their home life situation, there are people who were jealous about this person being super powerful or creative or expressive or things like that, and started to beat this person's self-confidence down. And I think you have started to see like all of the amazing qualities that this person brings, but nobody really notices. And I think this is making this person flustered. And I think they tend to be kind of haughty with you, or they tend to be standoffish with you because they think that it will make you stop being interested in them, or not pursue them anymore. But like, I don't think it's working with you. I think you see it. I think you see past all of this crap, and you're seeing like, this is just a shy, timid mouse. But really, like, they have like amazing qualities of being super reflective and like good, and like you're really breaking through this mask. I think, yeah, there's this fear that this person is going to hold you back from like moving on to bigger, better things in life. And I think like with this Two of Wands too, again, makes me think of choices. And I think your person is weighing whether or not they are going to come forward and like actually put in that hard work and like give you what you deserve, or like move towards not being with you, and maybe like pushing you away and like working on themselves. And I don't know why they couldn't just do both, where they like admit how they feel about you and tell you like, I am still in the process of learning how to love myself too. I don't think people need to be fully healed or whatever, or fully love themselves before they can get into relationships. Of course, that will help to understand what your needs and wants are, but I think this person is, yeah, I think they really, really like you. Honestly, I'm not surprised if they would, again, be in love with you, but I think there's this fear of them not being good enough for you, or holding you back in some regard or some aspect. And I think there has been a lot of people in their life that they have been standoffish and that have left them. And they're quite stoic. They don't really talk about their problems or issues. Because with this 8 of coins here, this is the story of like the sister and her brothers turning into like cranes and things like that. And so to get her brothers to turn back into humans, she has to weave a whole bunch of these prickly thorn things without saying anything, because if she says something, then the curse will continue, kind of thing, or she'll lose her brother, or they'll forever, something like that. And so they feel like they can't talk about their problems all the time. I think they never talk about their problems. They never really seek out help. And with this Four of Swords, I'm pretty sure in the booklet they talk about seeking some sort of counseling or seeking some sort of therapy, and I think this is what your person needs to do. Again, they could have been in some really tough home life situations where they have learned to hide their personalities and hide who they are, that they have forgotten who they are, really. And this need to like move away from something, move to something better, voyage to something better. They could want to do that with you, but also I think they need to do that. They need to distance themselves from whatever is like being, that's they need some therapy. I think, yeah, that was what I'm getting so far. Yeah, maybe they're afraid that you're going to judge them for things, but honestly, I don't think you would. Yeah, and I think you're one of the only few people that genuinely actually sees this person for who they are, rather than the mask they put on or the front that they put on. And again, they don't seem calculating. They just seem to be hiding a lot of insecurities or fears, and are used to pushing people away because that means they don't get hurt again, or they won't get hurt. I think they like calming environments. Okay, but let me get some more about your person. Yeah, 10 of Wands. Oh, 9 of Cups in reverse. Wheel of Fortune, very similar to that Judgment, and 8 of Wands. I'm back up to 10 of Cups, yeah. Yeah, there's this like weird flip-floppy energy with your person where they're like, oh, I really want to like be with pile 2, but I don't think pile 2 deserves me, or blah blah blah. And like they're like, I want to come forward and like want to give them all I want, but then they're like, I don't know if I'm like pile 2's wish fulfillment, or if I am worth this, like if I get to be this lucky or not. And then with this 10 of Wands, it's like they have a lot of things going on in their life, and I think they really need to, work through some of their trauma, work through some of that stuff. But 9 of Swords, yeah. With the reverse, they're trying not to obsess about thinking about you or overthinking this, and like I think part of them is just like, okay, they're gonna lose interest eventually if I keep being this standoffish. Like eventually they'll leave me alone and I won't have to make the decision of coming forward or not. But I don't think you're making it quite easy for this person. I think they have quite strong feelings for you. So yeah. I'll get one more of these bigger cards to clarify any last minute things, and then I'll get some love messages and pull some initials, letters and stuff. Okay, clarifications for pile. Oh. Okay, thank you. Clarity. Yeah, I think this person is, see, like, okay. Look at how this vine is like wrapping right in front of this person's like mouth. Like they're scared to speak up about anything, or they're scared of like showing you emotions or whatever, but like look how intently this person is gazing at the camera. Also, this butterfly or moth or whatever it is on the brain, again, they are really like heavily thinking about you, honestly. Amethyst is soothing some sort of anxiety, so I think maybe your person is constantly thinking about you, constantly wanting, I don't know, like they want you to continuously like be there, but they also I don't know if they will take action towards you because they're kind of like, oh, should I come forward or should I not come forward? I want to come forward, but I don't think I'm good enough for pile 2. Stuff like that, you know? Okay, let me pull some potential messages your person would like to say to you. These cards do clump together, so when a card clump comes out, I'll just pick the top one from that pile. Okay. Pile 2's crush. What would they like to say to pile 2? What would they like to say? What would pile 2's crush like to say to pile 2? I have so much to tell you. See, yeah. Also with that mouth being shut, but for some reason they are not yet. Excuse me. I want to grow old with you. See? Yeah, and also 10 of Cups, like that emotional fulfillment, having a life with someone, like, you know? Okay, so that's no, and you make me laugh. So you could have been thinking of a question or something like that, and this person, and that could be the answer to that question. Please give me another chance. Yeah, see, there's this person. I have a lot of burdens. Okay, yeah, see, this person doesn't want you to give up on them, but like honestly, they kind of also do want you to give, like, deep down they don't want you to give up on them, and they want to give you everything you deserve, but they don't think they're worth your attention or time. And so they're honestly like, if pile 2 decides they don't want anything to do with me, if they say no to me, like, that will just validate everything everybody else has ever, not to put like you in that position or anything like that, but I think this person also does realize like they have a lot of things to work through, and they have a lot of burdens and things like that, and they don't want to burden you either, and I think they would understand if you were to say no to them, and that's okay, if you don't want to continue on this, because that could be emotionally draining to be like this, basically this only person's emotional support system, and that's not fair to you. This person, again, like, it honestly feels like the universe is telling this person, you need to get some therapy, get some clarity. You need to, you know, actually be a hermit and think about all of the things that you need to unpack in your life. And I think part of your person feels like they are a burden. But yeah, back of the deck, I think we could create a life together. I think your person is just like, I don't know, maybe they had a lot of trauma growing up where they've learned that they let people feel like they're a burden or something like that. But, you know, so let me get you some initials. Just like a little bit to get any last confirmations of your person, things like that. So I have E, O, E, G, egg. I know that's 2 E's, not D. D. So ED, that could be, you know, trigger warning for that. So your person could have something like that. Go. See, the go either go as in like leave me alone, or go as in they want to come forward, like they want to go towards you. Goad. So I think they do like goading you a lot. But yeah, if any of this Jeffrey or something, I don't know. Geode. I don't know why. Giovanni. G. Do. But yeah. I think that's all I have for you, pile 2. If that reading resonated, please leave a like and subscribe so you get notified when I post a new video. I also love hearing your specific situations down below, so comment down below so I can read those. I love reading those. But if that's everything, thank you so much, pile 2. I hope I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Hi. Hi there, pile 3. So you pick the Blue Agate and Star Spinner Tarot. So before I get into answering the question of does your crush notice you with the tarot cards, I do want to get a vibe check of your person to see if you have the right pile. And I'll do so with some oracle cards, and then we'll go from there. Okay. I'm just going to put these to the side. Start with some oracle cards. Okay, what is pile 3's crush like? Pile 3's crush like. Pile 3's crush like. Okay, so I have butterfly weed, figure 19, butterfly weed, leave me, let me go. All right. Okay. Okay, I feel like this is more than a crush. This feels like an ex. Or someone you have history with. Okay. Lilac, figure 25, joy of youth, warmth. Maybe this person is kind of a playboy kind of vibe, or someone who likes the freedom. The song that popped up in my head here was If You Love Me, Let Me Go. That song. There's these like densely packed flowers, and so they could have a lot of friends. Or a lot of, or maybe y'all are like in some sort of like codependent relationship or something like this. Again, this feels more than just like a crush. This feels like an ex situation or something like this, or maybe like a situationship kind of thing. Okay, well, let's get more about your person, what they're like and stuff. Or maybe they are kind of hot and cold with you. Yeah, maybe flighty or goes with whatever catches their fancy at the time. What is pile 3's crush like? Okay, I have the Martin and Foxglove Mischief. All right. Yeah, they could be pranksters or mischievous or playful. Again, with this very like hot and cold energy. They could be like one day being very charismatic and into you, things like that. And then in the next day, they're like cold and distant and like pretending like y'all never went on that date or never went on that thing or whatever. They feel kind of, I don't want to say toxic, but I kind of want to say toxic. I think they like a lot of freedom. I think they like a lot of fun, I want to say. Let me get more about your person. I don't know, I'm not quite getting to the depth of this person quite yet. I feel like they only are showing me something shallow here. And maybe it's because they've only ever shown you something kind of shallow and you want to know more. Or they're like hiding something or something like this. Not hiding something, I don't know. Now what is, whoa. Okay, that's too many cards. Pile 3's crush. What are they like? Pile 3's crush. I have Queen of Wands in reverse. And I have 10 of Cups in reverse. They could be quite unconventional about the way that they approach life and how they do things. And maybe that's one of the reasons why they're so out there. This is kind of like an undefined like material. Like it's a bunch of different types of rocks together, I believe, because that's what an agate is, I believe. I don't know. I'm not an expert on stones or geology or anything like that. But I don't know. I feel like your person's like doesn't know themselves quite yet, to be honest. I think with octopus, whenever there's like a bunch of these like tentacles in the way or whatever, it always makes me feel like a lack of boundaries. With it being in reverse, it makes me feel like this person likes a lot of boundaries, or has specific boundaries, or maybe expects you to adhere to their boundaries when doesn't really adhere to your boundaries, kind of thing, which is kind of crappy. Queen of Wands upright would have made me think that this person only cares about maybe passion or fiery energy, things like that. And this is a more like feminine version of the Wands, right? The court card, Queen of Wands. It's quite a powerful, passionate, fiery energy, right? A go-getter, everything that a fire sign would embody. But with it in reverse, it makes me feel like, I don't know, they're kind of like putting a front a lot of the time. I think they can be quite charming. I think a lot of people find them very charming. And I think a lot of people notice them. I think they have a lot of friends, again, with the lots of clusters. Even here, this foxglove, that flowers are very tightly packed with each other. I think they have a lot of knit, close friend groups that they are a part of. And a lot of people like them. I feel like this person is... I don't know. I feel like they have a lot of, I want to say privilege. And not to say that they have never felt any hardships in their life, but it feels like to me that they are still learning about themselves, and they're still, defining like their characteristics. And that might be just because they never really had the time to figure that out, because they seem so entwined with a lot of people. And this lack of boundaries. So maybe they came from a enmeshed family or something like this. Meaning like there was a lot of codependency in their families, or they had to take on a lot more responsibilities when they were younger, things like that, and they don't know. But I think they're quite joyful and youthful. I think they really enjoy being playful and mischievous and prankstery, and like they're quite charismatic and charming and like beautiful. Like butterflies are pretty, right? Like if you think, I mean, moths are pretty too, but like, butterflies kind of have like pretty privilege, right? So I think your person is quite charming, and they get away with a lot of things because they're just so charming. And a lot of people like them. I'm being drawn to these sunflowers, so maybe sunflowers are significant to y'all in some aspect. I keep being drawn to this card, but I'm not sure what else I want to say about this card, but I keep being drawn to it. Maybe that they're willing to use people as stepping stones? No, that doesn't feel quite right. I don't know what it is about this card that... There's something I'm missing here, but I don't know what it is quite yet. Yeah, there's something missing about your person that I'm just not... They're not letting me see it yet. I don't know. So I'll get into your tarot cards, and then hopefully that will clarify what I'm trying to see with this Queen of Wands. But otherwise, if that sounds like your person, you picked the right pile. And I'll get into your tarot cards to answer if they notice you. All right, let's get into your tarot cards. I think a lot of people find them pretty. Maybe they're quite passionate in bed. Or they have a lot of people. I feel like they have a lot of admirers. I think a lot of people have a crush on them. I think they kind of know how hot they are, I want to say. But okay, we'll see. We'll see if your person notices you. And it feels like they have a lot of people who are attracted to them. And it's like with the butterfly weed, because butterfly weed is like what helps a lot of butterflies, you know, survive, and they come in what is it called? Mass migrations all the way to the butterfly weed to like eat their fill. And I think your person has a lot of people after them. But yeah, so does pile 3's crush notice them? Does pile 3's crush notice them? Okay, 2 already jump. Oh, there's... Okay, fine, I'll take all 3. So I have a King of Wands in reverse. I have the King of Coins upright. And I have the 6 of Swords. Oh, interesting. I think the Emperor... Okay. Bear with me while I try to figure out what I'm trying to say here. Because basically what it feels like to me right now is that your person views themselves quite highly. Like I have 2 kings here and the Emperor. Your person is quite stubborn, and I think part of your person is just like, of course pile 3 would like me. Like, who doesn't like me? But 6 of Swords here makes me feel like there is some sort of... Like, I know this is Voyage to Something Better or whatever, but for this card, it's a lot of blue, and there's, like, the looks in these people faces, they kind of look somewhat fearful. And they're traveling with, it looks like death there. And so, like, it feels like your person's like, okay, I feel like we're traveling into the right place right now, but, like, does pile 3 like me? Like, I think they're in that situation, which is interesting. Like, I honestly read this as more of a, like, 8 of Swords energy, and then I have 8 of Cups in reverse. Oh, this person does not... Oh, okay. Does not want to, like, run away from you at all. And then I have the 5 of Wands. Upright. Oh, dang. I have the 5, 6, 7. Okay, yeah. Okay, I feel like your person, 7 of Cups upright, especially in love readings, makes me feel like this person has a lot of options. There's a lot of options, or you have a lot of options, something like that. With it in reverse makes me feel like they're only accepting one option, and that is you. Or same thing, you might have a lot of people who are vying for your attention or wanting your time or things like that, but you are only interested and invested in this person. I think you and this person has a lot of banter with each other. I think you're quite witty with each other. This honestly feels like, I don't know, something you would read from, like, I don't know, like an enemies to lovers romance, because I think you both are quite witty with each other, and maybe did start a lot with annoyance with this person or whatever, but like slowly became something more. And I think similar with this person, where they might have been annoyed with you in the beginning, but I don't know, they like you. So yes. So far all the piles have been, yes, they notice you. So yes, they notice you. And I think, I don't know, but they think that you might not be interested in them. But like they keep trying to like reassure themselves, like, no, yeah, pile 3 definitely likes me, like, because of XYZ. Like, they're, like, listing all these things because I'm like, pile 3 has done this and this and this, so they must like me. But then they're like, but they've also done this, which makes me feel like they don't like me. Maybe I'm just a friend to this person or something like that. I think you are quite witty and have a lot of banter with a lot of people, and so this person is like, wait, is this, like, just a me thing? And then they try to convince something like, of course it's just a me thing, like where they only like me. But is this also... And then they kind of get in their head where they're just like, wait, maybe pile 3 does this with everybody else. Maybe I'm not special to pile 3, especially because it seems like you have a lot of options, or this person has a lot of options. 5 of Wands here is a kind of playful fight, honestly, is what I'm getting from it. But with this person curled up, it's just like, wait, if they're fighting with me or being like this, teasing with me or bantering with me like this way, is it because they just don't like me? I feel like this is where the headspace of this person is. Oh my god, okay, I see where this Queen of Wands is in reverse now. Because Queen of Wands upright is this, I'm a thotty, I'm a hottie, I'm amazing, and I'm so super, like, everybody loves me, wants me, whatever. Within a reverse, they're just like, but what if pile 3 doesn't want me? Like, am I a hottie to pile 3? Am I, like, does pile 3 like me? Like, am I being too forward? Am I not, like, telling them exactly, like, what I'm feeling or whatever? Like, do they not want the same things that I do? And I think they're in that headspace right now, which might be weird because you might be in that headspace right now, but there could be a lot of mirroring energy with you and pile 3 because it feels like you both like being witty with each other. You like a lot of banter with each other. You're very playful and mischievous with each other. You are. It's fun with your person. You have a lot of fun with your person. But like with this leave me, let me go, you maybe feel like, okay, this person doesn't like me that way. They're like this with everybody. And similarly, this person might be like that with you, where it's just like maybe they're like, leave me, let me go, because they are like, if you're just playing with me, I don't want to just be played with you because I am kind of invested with you. Like, you're my only option. Like, I have so many of these different like options available, but I only want the one option with you. Yeah, 8 of Cups. Upright usually means moving away from something that doesn't serve you anymore, or like leaving empty cups behind, or like running away, going away. But with it in reverse, it's like, yeah, they're like really questioning, like, does pile 3 like me? So they notice you for sure, and I think they're kind of like almost in the same predicament you are in. Ooh, that was a lot. I needed to like spill that out for y'all. Again, I have 2 kings and the emperor. Emperor is Aries energy. Wands, some cups. It's quite a balanced person, I feel like. Water and fire, quite a balanced person, but also, yeah, kind of like this hot and cold with you, because I think they are saying, like, thinking also, like, does pile 3 like me as well, or like, am I just, is this in my head, or like, they're also like, but does pile 3 notice me that way? Does pile 3 like me that way? I feel like you're quite playful and fun with a lot of people, but like, yeah, I think pile 3, your crush is like, but do they like me like that? Okay, let me get some more clarification on your thing. So pile 3's feelings towards pile 3's person's feeling towards pile 3. Do they notice them? Do they like them? What do they want? Okay, too many. Way too many. I have the strength card in reverse. Yeah. Again, if it was upright, they're just like, yeah, of course this person likes me. Of course I'm gonna go after it, whatever. But within reverse, it makes me feel like your person is just like, yeah, do they like me like that? Similar messaging right there. That's there. I have the sun. Yeah, I think you make them feel very happy. And I have the world in reverse. Yeah, I think you kind of flip their world upside down. And then 3 of swords in reverse, and they're like, okay, I don't want, like, this person could definitely, like, I think they know that you could break their heart. I think you're one of the first people that they think could break their heart. I think they're quite kind of, I want to say playerish. I think they have a lot of, they don't have problems getting a girlfriend or boyfriend or partner or whatever. Like, I don't think I have problems in the love department like that at all. However, with you, I think this is one of the few times that they actually feel invested with someone or want to be invested with someone. And it doesn't just feel like a one-time fling kind of thing. And I think it's because you're making it like you're almost like hard to get, I want to say. Like, they can't quite capture you. Or they can't quite get a read on you. I don't know what it is. That being said, like, if you do feel like this person is just playing with you, like, trust your gut. With the world, again, in reverse, makes me feel like you, yeah, are really flipping this person's world upside down, and they are thinking, like, all the things that they thought about how to, like, get with someone or find a partner or things like that is kind of, like, not working in their favor right now. I think you kind of see through the crap, you know? Yeah, I feel like they're kind of ready to dive in with you, but part of them is kind of stubborn, especially with this Emperor energy here. They could be quite stubborn, and also with that Strength in reverse. Okay, I'm gonna get one of the bigger oracle cards to get any sort of last clarifying messages about your person's if their feelings towards you, and then also get some love messages that they might want to tell you, and initials. Okay. Any last clarifying messages for pile 3 from pile 3's person? Okay, let's take productivity and specialization. Ooh, also with that, again, butterfly motif here happening. Yeah, okay. This card, if you look closely enough, you'll notice that we have a mother and like kind of a child. And oftentimes it reminds me of another card that's in this deck where there's like this like person that's like basically hiding their inner child. And I think a lot of their inner child comes out with you a lot because it's fun and happy and make them feel like the sun, you know what I mean? Like very lucky, happy, playful, all that good stuff. Sun is Leo energy. So is Strength. Leo energy here, a lot of Leo energy. And here it feels like there's like, they're kind of like willing to be vulnerable with you, but also like there's this fear of being vulnerable with you. So there's that. Specialization, yeah, it makes me feel like they only want, like, because instead of being a generalist and like going after everything, I think again there's this Seven of Cups things where they're only focusing on you, and even though they have a whole bunch of like options or whatever, they only want to focus on you. Is what I'm getting with that card there. So let me get some love messages and stuff like that your person might want to tell you, or things that your person might want to tell you. And yeah, so these cards tend to clump with each other, so I'll pick the card at the top if it falls out in a clump. But if it's like, 2 or 3 cards, so I'll take them all. Okay. What would pile 3's person like to say to pile 3? Pile 3's messages to pile 3's person's messages. Okay, so I have, you're my best friend. See, like, yeah, that's the thing. They think that you, might just be like being friends with them, or like this might just be a friend thing and you don't actually feel the same way as them. I'm sorry, I never meant to hurt you. Ooh. So that might be that initial like this feels like an ex kind of situationship. And maybe you just recently became friends again and now you have feelings again. I want to be there for you, but for my own health I can't. Okay, interesting. I want more than something physical with you. So maybe before you were just like a friends with benefits with this person, and like that's why it felt like you had like maybe some sort of like history or something like that. Again, best friends, like I think they genuinely like, yeah, want something more than just physical. Like they love your company, like things like that, but I think they're scared that you don't feel the same way. Okay, I feel like you're being distant with me. Ooh. Maybe you have pulled back from them and stuff like that because maybe you think they don't feel the same way that you do. Or maybe they have hurt you, like, in the past, like they said. Or maybe they haven't been a good friend to you before. You didn't understand my boundaries. We talked about boundaries a little bit. That's what I was saying. Like, they have specific boundaries, and expect everyone to adhere to them, but they don't actually adhere to other people's boundaries themselves, I think. And I think maybe this is where this hurt has come from. And then I knew exactly what I was doing in the back. All right. And that could be that butterfly weed with that leave me alone thing. Let me get some initials and letters so we can confirm any last things. All right. Okay, so I have O, R, X, K. Why am I getting? Oh no! I feel like you have a lot of inside jokes with your person. Knockout. They could think you're a knockout. Rocks. They think you rock. Let me get a couple more. N. No. H. Noah. Yeah, so if any of those letters resonate, you can take those. Why am I getting like this weird like British or Australian accent, like hooray? So I feel like you and your person have a lot of jokes with each other like that, where you talk weirdly with each other like that, and everyone's like, what the heck is wrong with y'all? And or nar is what I'm getting, especially with nar, you know? And I know it's spelled with the AU or whatever, as a meme. King. Oh, I don't think I should say that. Do you and your person like Harry Potter? Because I'm like Horcrux. Or, you know. Anyways, I think that's all I have for you, Pile 3. If that reading resonated, please leave a like and subscribe so you get notified for whenever I post a new video. And I also love hearing your specific situations down below, so comment down below so I can read those. But if that's everything, thank you so much, Pile 3. I hope I'll see you in the next video. Bye! Hi there, Pile 4. So you picked the Clear Quartz and Affirmators Tarot. So before I get into the tarot cards and answer your question of whether or not your crush notices you, I will get a vibe check of your person to see if you have the right pile. So I'll do so with some oracle cards and then we'll go from there. But yeah. Okay, these shuffles are something else. Okay. Pile 4's crush. What is Pile 4's crush like? Pile 4's crush. What is Pile 4's? Wow, quick. So I have time, figure 7 time, courage, strength, divine timing, and then in figure 44, cabbage, profit, prosperity, stability, comfort, nourishment. These are both like not typical plants you think of as pretty, or like flowery, right? This is a herb that's used in cooking. That's also used in cooking. Your person cares very deeply about stability, comfort, home life stability, all that stuff. And I think your person is very stable, very mature, very, you know, okay, maybe that's why you're asking, because you're like, okay, does this person even notice me? Because like they seem so aloof. But they're quite caring and kind and compassionate, generous people. I think in life when they were growing up, they didn't have a lot, but now that they do have a lot more, or they've established themselves a lot more, they're so willing to give to others. I think they believe in things like karma or, you know, divine timing or things like that. And I think they do have a lot of courage and strength. Yeah, comfort, nourishment. They care about feeding the people around them emotionally and like making sure their lives are physically good and like they're healthy and the people around them are healthy and are provided for and things like that. Your person is a very caring, provideful person. Even if they might not be the prettiest to look at or something like that, I think they're still quite pretty. But even if they're not the most conventionally attractive or things like that. They get things done. They are stability. They're good people is what I'm getting. Let me get something else here. Okay, what the heck? Like, I've never held cards like this. Your person is weird. Even when I was shuffling with those cards earlier, it was like weird. Your person does things definitely to the beat of their own drum, for sure. I think they have a lot of clarity about how they like their life to go. Because, like, I was gonna shuffle these cards for some reason. I wanted to shuffle them, like, this. But then, like, my fingers are, like, I don't even know what was going on there. Like this. And then I was like, but, like, I still wanted to shuffle it, like, I don't even know. Because if you look back at how I shuffled these cards in the past 3 readings, it was literally the same. Your person is a goofball. They're a weirdo. What is for pile 4 is crush like? Okay, a lot. Pile 4 is crush. What are they like? Pile 4 is crush. What are they like? Pile 4 is crush. What the heck? Your person is... Okay, maybe they're talkative. I don't know what it is. They could be very talkative. They could be very, like... I don't know. They feel so weird. I also am kind of getting, like, Todoroki vibes from My Hero Academia. So I have Weasel and Pine. Introspection. Yeah, they seem kind of, like, more aloof or more... Not aloof. I don't know if that's the right word. But they seem more... I guess introspective is the right word here. But they care about stability, comfort, family. They seem like a family person. They seem like a caring person. Maybe they have a lot of siblings that they take care of. Maybe they come from a big family. Your person seems very giving, very caring, very charismatic. No, compassionate. That was the word I wanted to say. Compassionate, kind. And I think they have a lot of, like, morality, if that makes sense. If you've ever read 6 of Crows, this person reminds me of the, what is it, Matthew? Is that his name? Matthias? What's his name? The really buff, stoic snow guy. This is what they remind me of. Which is weird because it's, like, the opposite image of, like, this weasel here. A weasel is usually seen as, like, you know, someone who is slippery and sly and sneaky and... you know, sneaky, if that makes sense. But, like, your person doesn't feel like that. I feel like they, again, do things their own way, which is weird, but they get things done right in the end, if that makes sense. It's like they have almost, like, their own moral compass about how things are supposed to be like, which could be a little annoying, but also, like, they're so good. It's kind of like if you watch One Piece, like, Luffy with, like, his ideals about life. Also, sorry if you hear anyone in the background. I don't live alone. But yeah. Let me get some more cards for your person. Okay. That was also the weirdest. Like, I'm clutching onto these cards so hard right now. I'm like, you are not slipping out from my grip. Again, with this weird shuffling, I feel like your person has ways they like to do things. Pile 4's crush. What are they like? Pile 4's crush. What are they like? I have the King of Pentacles in reverse. All right. Yeah, I feel like they are very stable, mature, whatever, but they do so in an unconventional way, if that makes sense. Okay, and I have Temperance. Yeah, I think they're quite patient and kind, charismatic, all of those things. Again, and quite balanced person. Yeah, I feel like they're a balanced person, a very mature person, very weirdo. I don't know how else to describe it. Kind of a goofball. Like, kind of a little bit of golden retriever energy, but, like, also a golden retriever that is mature. I don't know. I'm also getting, like, very, My Hero Academia Todoroki vibes, is what I'm getting. Like, they're so powerful in their own right, but, like, they're so weird, if that makes sense. I don't know how other way to explain it. I think they're very giving, very giving. And I think they wear a lot of hats. I think they are very multifaceted because, like, especially with this figure right here, she's literally a tiger and a human and a bird eagle thing or whatever it is. And then she's also like super patient and kind and like pouring this water or whatever. So like that's it. Temperance is Sagittarius energy. King of Pentacles is Earth sign energy, so that's Leo, not Leo, Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. So maybe that Leo slip could be your person's Leo. Okay, I'm getting a lot of media references in my head because cabbages again makes me think of Avatar: The Last Airbender with my cabbages. Your person could be kind of a, I don't know, I want to say weeb, or likes a lot of movies or media, likes consuming media. They could watch a lot of animes or movies or TV series and likes referencing those. They're very smart, very intelligent, very, very intelligent. And I think they like analyzing the films that they watch or using them as references in conversations and things like that. They're quite smart. So it's basically what I'm getting is your person is a weirdo who is mature but also kind of a goofball. They know when to, they feel quite balanced. They are basically like a King of Pentacles, but they do so in their own way, and they are kind of a nerd. I want to say a nerd. They're kind of nerdy. They're very nerdy, actually. They're very nerdy. Very nerdy. So that's what I'm getting. Okay, maybe that's what it was. Yeah, and I think you and your person are weirdos together, generally. Or maybe we'll see if they notice you or not. Maybe they don't. I don't know. So we'll see. So I'll put these to the sides. So if that sounds like your person, you found the right pile. And then I'm gonna get into your tarot cards now. So I'm just gonna put these to the side. Okay. So get some of the tarot cards of does your person notice you? Again, why am I shuffling these weirdly? I don't, okay. The way that I was I don't know if these cards are just big, but I normally don't have an issue with shuffling these cards. But when I was shuffling it, I was like, okay, yeah, I have to bring it all the way here and move it and twist it. I don't even know what I, okay. Pile fours. Does pile fours crush? Notice that. Does pile fours crush? Notice them. Does pile fours crush? Notice them. Does pile fours crush? Notice them. Pile fours crush. Whoa. Okay, so I have 2 of Wands. Oh, I see. King of Wands. Knight of Wands, sorry. Oh my gosh. Oh lordy. Okay. Alright, let's see. We'll see. That's so many. Okay. Okay. Well, we'll see. Because I am already getting a pretty strong message from these two. And that's basically that your person doesn't think you have feelings for them at all. They are so oblivious to the fact that you have a crush on them. They just see you as a friend at this point. They enjoy your company and they're almost let's go on an adventure, let's blah blah blah. That's the vibe I'm getting so far. They definitely like you as a friend in person, but I think they're kind of oblivious to your feelings. 9 of Swords. King of Swords. Yeah. They're very oblivious to your feelings. You know what I mean? This is the monkey who doesn't see or whatever, they're covering their eyes, right? But kind of peeking through. And 9 of Swords is anxiety inducing your own whatever, but honestly it doesn't even feel like that. It almost feels like a, ooh, I have no idea feeling with this monkey's face here. And then with this ape here, it feels like this person will not get the hint. They will not understand subtlety. You have to communicate it clear cut. Otherwise they're not going to get it. And maybe like, maybe they have some sort of inkling like, oh, does pile 3 like me or like whatever, or through, okay, maybe you've been like pulling back from this person or whatever, and like they're kind of like, wait, but I thought we were friends, or like what's going on, or something like this. 10 of Swords, yeah. What is this? Okay, I think you and your person are friends, or like you enjoy talking to each other or something like this, and they enjoy your company a lot. However, maybe you've been like pulling back, or maybe they have like, it honestly feels like they have no inkling or idea of how you feel whatsoever. Like they're so oblivious. They're so out of their depth. Like maybe that's why I was getting that Todoroki vibe, because they're so like, they just genuinely don't understand that you have feelings for them, or like you have a crush on them at all. And this sadness could be coming from the fact that they're like, oh my gosh, pile 4 isn't like being my friend right now. Like, I don't know, did I do something wrong? Like, why are we not friends right now? Or like maybe you backed off a little bit because you're like, this person is not getting the hint, they're rejecting me. But they're not. They don't know. They're like, you need to be like super upfront with them. And with these, again, sadness thing is like, okay, either you're distancing yourself, or they also have a crush on you, and they and they don't want to like get their heart broken, or maybe they think like you don't feel the same way, or you just see them as friends. Back of the deck, I have 2 of Swords in reverse. They don't even know. It's almost like they don't even know that they have an option to come forward with you or not. It honestly feels like, to me, it feels like more the first scenario where they're just like, why is pile 4 being kind of distant with me? Or like, why are they like not talking to me like normal or whatever? And like, when you're trying to flirt with them maybe, or like trying to pass on a hint or something, they're just not getting it. It's like you're hitting a wall with them. Like there's not, they don't know. It's like, no. A lot of sword energy. And that would be, this is also betrayal. So maybe they're scared of, I don't know, betraying your trust, or you betraying them for something. I don't know what it is. Or like not being friends with you anymore, or something like that. But like, anyways, sword energy is Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. Yeah, with this lightning bolt, especially on this cloak here with this ape here, it makes me feel like they're going to be almost like, if you decide to come forward, they're going to be struck with lightning with the fact that they had no idea you felt this way. I think in the sense, like, they notice you. Obviously, I feel like they see you as a friend. They see you as like, they notice you as a person, but they don't notice your feelings towards them, or they don't know you have a crush on them, or they have like literally no inkling about that. They're so oblivious to it. Let me get some more cards about that. Pile 4 person's crush their feelings. Oh my gosh. That's a lot. Pile 4 person's feelings, clarifications. I have Ace of Wands upright. Yeah, I think they have a lot of fun with you. Like, look at this. Like, I don't know why the nursery, like the cow jumped over the moon. And I think you have a lot of fun with your friends. It's like your friend, and like this person is like genuinely sees you as a friend, and like, yeah. Judgment. Oh, maybe they're scared of you judging them, or maybe they don't have any fear that you judge them, like that you are genuine good friends and stuff like that. Page of Wands. Yeah, and then hello my baby, hello my honey, hello my rising star. That's something that came in. So maybe you joke and flirt that you are like kind of a couple, but it's literally going over this person's head. I think, yeah, they have a lot of fun with you. We have a lot of like of these cards that are like these 2 cards especially, that are like looking directly at the camera, being like, hey, you know, that vibe. Like they really love seeing you. They love talking to you. They love being beside you. They love your company. They just have no idea you have a crush on them at all. Back of the deck, I have Justice in reverse. Yeah, and I think you're like, what the heck? I have been so obvious to this person about my feelings, whatever. I'm pretty sure, like, even if you've like, I don't even know, like, you could have been the least subtle about stuff or whatever, and they still just will not get it. And I think part of you is just like, what the heck? This is unfair. Like, come on. Like, everybody in the friend group knows I have a crush on you. I thought you knew. Like, are you being for real right now? So, yeah. Okay. I will get one of the big oracle cards to clarify any last messages about your person here or your situation here. And then I will get into some messages or love messages your person might want to tell you. And then we'll get some initials for any last confirmations, things like that. So any last clarifications on pile 4 situation, pile 4 person, things like that. 2 minutes. Okay. Space. Okay, so yeah, maybe it is that you are distancing yourself from them, and this is where this heartbroken energy is coming from. Or they don't like maybe your person sees you as like a son and themselves as like this little mouse that has to climb all the way to the top to get to you or whatever, but it honestly feels like your person is so oblivious. They don't know. Oh God. Honestly, space makes me obviously think of like emptiness, vast emptiness, and then it made me think of like head empty, no thoughts. Your person is kind of like that sometimes, which is really fun. So your nerd is a dingus, which is it's so weird because like they are so smart. They're so smart, and you know they're so smart, but they're so stupid and dumb when it comes to understanding that you have feelings for them. It gets kind of annoying. You're just like, come on, man, like, come on. Let's get some last messages, clarity, or whatever, messages and stuff like that from your person, of things they might want to say. So these cards tend to clump with each other. So if it comes out as a giant clump, I'll just take the first card, on there. Okay. Pile 4's person, what would Pile 4's person like to say? I'm so attracted to you. I have so much to tell you. See, like, and that sadness could come from the fact that they're just like, Pile 4 would never see me that way. Or Pile 4 would like not have a crush on me the same way I have a crush on them. Something like that. I think you're stunning. Yeah, I think you're stunning. Whoa, that popped out. I left you before you could leave me. So maybe that's that space thing. And maybe you're like, and I miss you. Okay. So maybe you're feeling slighted by this judgment thing where it's just like your person has distanced themselves or from you, and thinks, because it still feels like they're oblivious and they don't know that you have feelings for them, and they think like, okay, Pile 4 is gonna leave me, or they don't think I'm blah blah blah, so I'm gonna move myself away, give myself space from this person, and then they'll miss, and this is like a direct consequence of their own action. Like, come on. One more. I love you, bruh. Well, there you go. I'm back on the deck. I feel like you're being distant with me. I feel like what happened is your person, you started distancing yourself because you're like, this person just doesn't understand, like, is not picking up the hint that I like them. And then they're like, okay, so Pile 4 is like, doesn't want to be my friend anymore, or like, doesn't like me or whatever. So I'm gonna like move away and give ourselves some space. And then like, they miss you because they did that, but that was a consequence of their own action. Or maybe they miss the fact that because you are being distant with them, they don't like that. And they miss you because you're being all distant, but they're also going to be like, okay, well, you know, it is. And then I have so much to tell you because I think you're like a good friend of this person, and they want to be in your company a lot. And pretty self-explanatory is I love you, and I think you're stunning, and I'm so attracted to you. So they could really see you as someone who's super, super beautiful. And it could be the thing where you're so beautiful, and because I don't think they're like conventionally attractive, or they're not ugly, I don't think so. But they might not be the most conventionally attractive, or maybe to you they're the beautifulest person, but like to society maybe not. I don't know. But yeah. So last thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get some what are these called? Initials. Your person has a really wacky, okay, those came out I didn't even do this. STR. Okay, it's dress. But yeah, so I'll get some of your letters and then we'll go from there. Okay, so I have STR that popped up even before I finished it. Your person has really wacky energy. M, stream. He could be, this person could be a streamer, video games, again with that media. W, maybe you watch all their streams. Q, I. Why did I get Quentin Tarantino in my head? That makes, all right. Yeah, so, oh my gosh, my eye's not wanting to like sit up there. Okay, well, there we go. I street tease tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow you're gonna get some sort of like message from your person. Okay. This eye is like not having it. Let's see, what else am I getting here? TM, too much. TQ, TQS is a teacher qualification service, so maybe your person's a teacher, or you could be a teacher. Quiet. Me, I. Rest. Again, those could mean something to you, could not mean something to you. Again, only take these if it adds any further clarification for you or not, but yeah. So if that's everything, pile 4, I think that's it. So if this reading resonated, please leave a like and subscribe so you'll get notified for whenever I post a new video. I also love hearing your specific situations, so comment down below because I'll love reading those. But if that's everything, thank you so much, pile 4. I hope I'll see you in the next video. Bye!